Now, what is API? Now, if you work in an IT company, you most likely have come across API or know what API is. But you may be thinking, oh no, there's something that engineering team does. Or try to learn programming over and over again to do it yourself. Well, whatever the case, API has become part of your work. And probably that's why you are watching this video. Now, creating APIs or integrating them are not hard. If you have the right tools, I can guarantee you'll be making your own APIs right away. And in the next few lessons, we'll get you totally confident with creating and integrating APIs so that when someone asks, you can say, oh yeah, API, I know exactly what it is and what can I make for you? Now, the most common analogy you'll find on the web is how waiter is like an API. But what does that mean? Now, things get a little clearer when you break down the definition. Now, as you probably know, API stands for Application Programmable Interface. Okay, but what does that really mean? Well, it simply means it's an interface to something. And what type of interface is it? It's an interface that you can program applications with. And that's very important. And let me explain. Let's say you are looking to create an application that uses Facebook features such as login, post, advertising, and so on. Well, you'll have to use Facebook APIs. They are interface that Facebook provides for you to create your own application. So anything that has an interface that you can use to create your application is called API. Now, let's say you have some information in a file. When someone wants to access the information, well, you can send them the whole file, but that won't be very useful to them, right? In a restaurant example, it will be like, well, here's the whole kitchen. Take anything you want. You want to provide the information in a more controlled way. So similar to how restaurants have set menu for customers to order from, you create set APIs for people to request information. So the purpose of API is to provide access and information in a simple, controlled, and secure way. Now let's go back to our scenario where we had Excel file with information. Or it could be database, or some cloud service like Dropbox or Google Cloud. Now using the restaurant example, you can think of your information as the ingredients. Now, you need to take those ingredients and cook it in a way that the customer ordered. For example, kitchen gets the order. It goes through a set of routine or actions to prepare the dish and serve it to the customer. Well, the exactly same thing happens behind the API. When it gets a request, it goes through a set of actions to prepare the response. Now, once you have the routine and actions made for your dish, you create a menu. Again, exactly same thing happens with APIs. You create what's called API documentation, which is simply a list of features you created and made available through APIs. Now, that's how APIs work. Seriously, that's all there is to it. So conceptually, it's really, really simple. But what makes it hard is knowing how to code it. If somebody asks you to build this, would you know how to do it? Now, eliminate the code, things become really easy. Now, Autoflow does exactly that. You can literally draw the features and API you want to create without any coding. You can create an API server and endpoint to receive any request. and drag and drop actions you want to take. Here, I have an API where I get information from database and provide just the relevant information. Now, you'll learn how to create these APIs in the next few lessons. If you like the video, please press the follow and share it with anyone that you think will benefit from this tutorial.